Hello everyone, this is Payal Vaja. In this video, we will discuss about introduction of pharmaceutical microbiology. These are the list of contents. First of all, definition. What is microbiology? Second one is introduction of microbiology. Next one is sources of microorganism. Subdivision of microbiology. Advantages and disadvantages of microbiology. First one, what is microbiology? Microbiology is the scientific study of microorganism. That means microbiology, it is a one type of scientific study of microorganism. In fact, microorganism invariably refers to the minute living body, not perceptible to the naked eyes, especially a bacterium or a protozoa. That means microbiology, it is a one type of scientific study of any microorganism, and microorganism, that is a small type of living body that is not visible by naked eye, especially which type of microorganism that is not visible by naked eye, like bacteria, protozoa, etc. Microbiology is the specific branch of biology that essentially deals with the elaborated investigation of microscopic organism, that is termed as microbes. That means microbiology, it is the specific branch of biology, and biology that is deal with or elaborated investigation of microscopic organism, that is called as microbes, that are composed of only a one cell. Microbes that are composed of or made up of only a one cell. These are typically either unicellular or multicellular microscopic organisms that are distributed abundantly both in living bodies of plant and animal, and also in air, water, soil and marine kingdom. That means microbes that are composed of only of one cell. These are either unicellular or a multicellular in nature, and microscopic organisms that are distributed in living bodies of plant or animals, and it is also present in air, water system, soil and marine system. One may also define microbiology as the study of living organism of microscopic size that include essentially of bacteria, fungi, algae, protozoa, and the infectious agents at the very borderline of life, which are broadly known as viruses. That means microbiology is it is the study of living organism of any microscopic size microorganism like bacteria, fungi, algae, and protozoa, or any infectious agent which are present at borderline of life, and it is known as viruses. It is mainly concerned with a variety of vital and important aspects such as typical form, inherent structure, reproduction, physiological characteristics, metabolic pathway via anabolism and catabolism, and logical classification. Besides, it includes the study of their like distribution in nature, relationship to each other and to other living organisms, specific effects on humans, plants, and animals, and last one is reactions to various physical and chemical agents. Introduction. Interestingly, each and every microbes essentially bear both specific and special characteristic features that enable it to survive adequately in a wide spectrum of environment. That means each and every microbes or any microorganism that essentially bear both specific and special characteristic features that enable it to survive in a wide spectrum of environment. So any microorganism that is survive at wide spectrum of environment. Which type of environment it is survived? It is survived in a streams, ponds, lakes, rivers, oceans, ice, waterborne pipes, hot spring, gastrointestinal tract, that means GIT, roots of plant, and even in oil wells. All are the wide spectrum of environment in which microorganisms are survive easily. What is the source of microorganism? Microorganism is come from which type of sources? Various sources are available. First one is animal source. In animal source, certain organisms are pathogenic for humans as well as animals. It may be communicated to humans via direct, indirect, or intermediately animal host. That means microorganism is come from animal source. In animal source, certain organism or many organisms that are pathogenic for or toxic for both humans as well as animals and may be communicated to humans via direct route, indirect, or intermediarily animal host. That means any organism, any microorganism that is pathogenic for human as well as animals and that is easily communicated to human by direct, indirect, or intermediate animal host. Next one is airborne. In airborne, pathogenic microorganism in the respiratory tract may be discharged from the mouth or nose into the air and usually settle on food, dishes, or clothing. They may carry infection if they resist drying. That means pathogenic microorganism or toxic microorganism in the respiratory tract may be discharged from mouth or nose into air. That means any microorganism that is pathogenic in nature and that is present in a respiratory tract. It is easily discharged from mouth and nose and come into the air. After coming into the air, that is usually settle on food, dishes, or any clothing, and which carry infections if it is resist or if they resist drying. Next one is contact infections. In contact infections, infections is occur via contact. Direct transmission of bacteria from one host to another via sexually transmitted disease. That means contact infections means directly infection is occur by direct contact. So directly transmission of bacteria from one host to or one person to another person via sexually transmitted disease. That is the example of contact infection. Next one is food borne. In this step, food as well as water may contain pathogenic organisms usually acquired from the handling the food by infected person or via fecal or insect contamination. That means infection is produced by food. In this case, food as well as water, which may contain any toxic microorganism, usually that is the acquired from the handling the food by any infected person or via fecal or any insect contamination. Next one is formities. In formities, inanimated objects like books, cooking, cooking utensils, clothing, or lines that can harbor microorganisms and could serve to transport them from one location to another location. In formities, any inanimated objectives like any books, any clothings, lines, or cooking utensils all carry harbor microorganism and that could serve to transport them from one location to another location. Next one is human carriers. So microorganism is transferred via human carriers. In this case, persons who have recovered from an infectious disease do remain carriers of the organism causing the infection and may transfer the organism to another host. That means in human carriers, any person who have recovered from any infectious disease, they do remain carriers of any organism which causes the infection and which may transfer the organism to one host to another host. Next one is insects. In insects, microorganism it is transferred via insect. Insects may be physical carriers. For instance, example is housefly. It is also called as Muxa domestica, or it is act as a intermediate host such as Anopheles mosquito. That means microorganism it is easily transferred from insect. So insect maybe act as a physical carrier or it may be act as a intermediate host. In physical carrier, example is housefly. It is act as a physical carrier. And what is the intermediate host? Intermediate host means which is act as a intermediate for transferring the any type of infection. Example of intermediate host is Anopheles mosquito. Next one is soil borne. In soil borne, spore forming organism in the soil may enter the body via a cut or wound. That means soil borne, that means any microorganism that is come from soil. In this case, spore forming organism in soil may enter the body via cut or wound. Any microorganism that forming a spore that is come from soil that is enter into the skin body via any cut or any wound infection in the skin. Invariably, fruits and vegetables, particularly root and tuber crops, need through cleansing before being eaten raw. That means any fruits, any vegetables, particularly which type of fruits or vegetables like roots or tuber crops, all are come from soil. So needed to clean completely before eat. Subdivision of microbiology. Sources of microbiology is completed. What is the subdivision of microbiology? First one is bacteriology. Next one is mycology. Next one is psychology, protozoology, and virology. So, first of all, what is bacteriology? Bacteriology means the study of any microorganism like bacteria. Study of bacterial type microorganism, that is called as a bacteriology study. Next one is mycology. That means the study of fungi. Next one is psychology. In psychology, the study of algae. Protology means the study of protozoa, and virology is the study of viruses. That is regarding subdivision of microbiology. Microbiology have mainly 5 subtypes. Next one is advantages of microbiology. Advantages field of microbiology are essentially the ones enumerated below. First one is aeromicrobiology. In aeromicrobiology, that helps in the overall preservation and preparation of food, food-borne disease, and their ultimate prevention. That means in aeromicrobiology, that helps in overall preservation and preparation of food and food-borne disease. Next one is beverage microbiology. In beverage microbiology, beverage means making any type of beer, shandy, wine, and variety of alcoholic beverage. Like example is whiskey, brandy, rum, etc. So beverage microbiology means making of any beer, any shandy, any alcoholic product. That is called as beverage microbiology. Next one is exomicrobiology. What is the exomicrobiology? To help in the exploration of life in outer space. That is called as exomicrobiology. Next one is food microbiology. In food microbiology, any type of food is prepared, like making of cheese, yogurt, all are the example of food microbiology. Next one is geochemical microbiology. In geochemical microbiology, to help in the study of coal, mineral deposits, and gas formation, prospecting the deposition of gas and oil, coal, recovery of minerals from low grade ores. That means geochemical microbiology. What is the geochemical? Geochemical means to help in the study of which type of study? Like any coal, any mineral deposition, or any gas formation. That is prospective the deposition of gas and oil, any coal, and recovery of mineral from low grade ores. Geo means gases and chemical means various type of coal, minerals, various chemicals. Gas and chemical study, that is called as geochemical study of microbiology. Next one is industrial microbiology. What is the industrial microbiology? Making of ethanol, acetic acid, lactic acid, citric acid, glucose syrup, or high fructose syrup. That means industrial microbiology means any preparation that is made in a industry like ethanol, acetic acid, lactic acid, citric acid, or any type of syrup that is prepared in a industry, that is called as a industrial microbiology. What is the medical microbiology? Medical microbiology means that is help in the diagnostic protocol for identification of causative, causative agents of various human elements and subsequent prevention measures. Medical microbiology means it is helpful for or it is act as a diagnostic protocol. particularly for identification of any causative agent of various human elements and subsequently prevention, preventive measure. Next one is pharmaceutical microbiology. In pharmaceutical microbiology, making of life-saving drugs like antibiotics. Example is penicillin, ampicillin, and chloramphenicol. Pharmaceutical microbiology that is particularly useful for it makes a life-saving drugs like antibiotics. Which type of antibiotics? Penicillin, ampicillin, or chloramphenicol. All are the examples of antibiotics. Next one is soil and agricultural microbiology that helps in the maintenance of a good farm land by keeping and sustaining a reasonable and regular presence of microbes in it. Soil and agricultural microbiology means soil study plus agriculture study, that is called as a soil and agriculture microbiology, which helps in the maintenance of any good farmland. How it is possible? So, by keeping and sustaining a reasonable and regular presence of microbes in a soil, that is called as a soil and agriculture microbiology. Next one is, or last one is, waste treatment microbiology. What is the waste treatment microbiology? In waste treatment microbiology, any waste product it is treated out completely, like treatment of domestic and industrial effluent or any waste by lowering the BOD and COD level. That means treatment of any waste product by lowering BOD, that means biological oxygen demand, and lowering the COD, that means chemical oxidation demand. BOD means biological oxidation demand and COD means chemical oxidation demand. So by lowering BOD and COD level, waste treatment is possible. What is the disadvantages? In disadvantages, the apparently disadvantageous and detrimental manner whereby the microorganism may exhibit their effects are, namely, first one is disease producing organism via typhus fever, that is caused by Rickettsia prowazekii. That means that is the disadvantages of microbiology, like disease that is produced by microorganism. Example, which type of disease that is produced by microorganism? Like typhus fever that is produced by Rickettsia. That is Rickettsia prowazekii. Next one is malaria. That is the second example of disease produced by microorganism. Malaria that is caused by or produced by Plasmodium falciparum. Next one is food spoilage microbes. Food spoilage microbes means microbes that completely spoil the food, and a host of organisms that essentially deteriorate materials like optical lenses in microscopes and spectrophotometers, iron pipes, and wood filling. That means in food spoilage microorganism completely spoil the foods, and a host of organisms that completely deteriorate materials. Which type of materials? Like any optical lenses that is present in a microscope and spectrophotometer, iron pipes, and wood filling. That is the regarding disadvantages of microbiology. In next lecture, we will discuss about history of microbiology. Thank you.